Ms. Kadri Maasik, who is Executive Director at Estonian Center for International Development. Once again, the situation in Ukraine showed or gave an opportunity for many neighbors of Ukraine to actually show their true attitude, not only with words but with deeds. Estonia is probably the country which helps Ukraine the most in terms of military assistance. Estonia provided $300 million of military assistance to Ukraine, which is enormous for such country as Estonia, because it's 40% of Estonian overall military budget, annual military budget. So thank you for that. Now we know who are our true friends and who we should continue and develop our cooperation. Can you please comment how situation like that affects country's politics, how invasion of Russian affected politics, both economic and international policies and state politics in Estonia?
Yes, thanks a lot, and thank you for those kind words. It's certainly a great pleasure to be here. When I received the invitation to join this panel here today, I must admit I was slightly surprised, positively, of course. The new global economic reality, this is the topic usually owned by ministries responsible for trade, economy, finance, or financial institutions. But as a head of a classical development cooperation agency in a small country in EU, first of all, I must say that I cannot agree more that today, especially today, more than ever, organizations like us have to be close to the private sector. We have to understand the new economic reality and act also accordingly. As many of you here today are here to explore new business opportunities in Ukraine, organizations like us are investing taxpayers' funding to Ukraine and other countries to support your efforts in any way we can. In the end of May and beginning of June, I was in Ukraine to observe the destruction caused by Russian aggressor. We had the possibility to see the infrastructure destroyed that needed the support from different countries to be immediately rebuilt. It was absolutely devastating to see the lives destroyed, but also the infrastructure, like schools, bridges, also people's houses. But on the other hand, I was very positively amazed about the mindset of people, how amazingly quickly you could shift from this survival mode to rebuilding mode. I also had the possibility to meet some of the local business owners. We were sitting on a rooftop of a factory in Western Ukraine that was working in full capacity in the middle of solar panels that catered the entire production process. I spoke to the owner, who had just signed a contract with a Western partner and presented us a plan to build new production capacities this year. We discussed about the impact of COVID on global supply chain, the possibilities for Ukrainian businesses to cater that gap. And I also heard an expectation towards Estonia to act as a bridge builder between the businesses in Ukraine and Scandinavian and Western markets.